So my social security number.
Well, there we go. Now we all got to tell it. Hello, everybody.
Are we live?
I don't know. He said we were. I could be lying.
Oh, here it is.
Sounds like it. Quick, pretend like we know what we're doing.
Now everything's repeating.
I don't know how to pretend like we know what we're doing. You have to actually know what you're doing to pretend like it, right?
No, you just fake it.
Yeah.
That's like a conundrum.
Yeah, I'm with Champ there, man. I feel like an idiot no matter what I'm talking about.
Champ didn't say that. Well, Wade sure called you an idiot, though.
Even if I know what I'm talking about, I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about.
I feel like Champ. I feel like an idiot. Wait a minute, what?
I mean, that's fair. You're not going to get an argument from this side. Not of you being an idiot, but of me being an idiot. Just to be clear on that.
Oh, no, I understood. Is Alan here?
I'm here. You guys are always concerned. Every time.
Your picture just
because we can't see
your picture goes away. If we can't see you, you're not there.
Yeah. Haven't you ever spoken to an infant before? They know how the hide and seek works.
I am not an infant.
Oh, man.
Oh, somebody in the chat says Wave is not an idiot. Doesn't bother to chime in on.
Oh, thanks, Sim. No. Whatever Champ has through the microphone.
God damn it, guys.
Told you to put it on.
I'll put the mask on.
Put on the damn mask. How's everyone doing?
You happy now?
Hey.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Morning? Night? What time is it? I think it's the morning.
I don't know. Welcome, guys, back to the Guys and Guys podcast. And we're going to talk about some amazing Japanese music and with a side order of our bullshit, So my name's Alan.
I am Ryan Muir. I forgot to.
I am Wave Potter.
Why you guys got to say it like that?
I was reading along with you, and I'm like, what? Oh, I'm supposed to say my name. It's already gone to shit.
This is how good we are at acting.
Let Champ introduce
We weren't supposed to act. I just said say your guys' name.
People in the chat, you should see the beautiful outlined actual show that we have set up for you guys, which has already been derailed within 13 seconds of the show starting. I am Champ. I am the champ of medium.
Wait, I can't fucking do this right. There we go. Like, fucking, how do I do this?
He's pointing at me.
Alan.
I was trying to point. It wasn't written in here, so I got lost.
The outline always makes things go smoother. It's just right
Good
there.
job, guys.
It wasn't written in the outline, so I got lost. That's
Guys, it's an outline, not word for word. Imagine
You're the one that just said that.
Ryan was like,
it's an instruction manual.
Ryan was like, I would have laughed if Ryan was like, quick greeting.
Quick greeting.
My name's Ryan. Quick greeting.
I feel like most podcasts have a goal to have a good show. At this point, I'm hoping that we could get through the introductions one time. One time.
Maybe by 2023.
Without disruption.
Those big dumpsters with a door on the side, and we open it, and it's already on fire. We're like, well, fucking come on in.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
See what's happening.
Well, guys,
It's warm here.
Who doesn't like fire?
Let's attack the title of this podcast, all right? Are we Japanese metal music elitists? And I say hell no, because I still don't know enough about Japanese music. What do you guys think?
I feel similarly.
Right?
Sorry, you asking me if I'm like a douchebag?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. Are you
No,
a
I don't think
douchebag?
so, man. I don't think so.
Wait, is that
like
what
to
we
keep an open
consider
mind.
metal elitists? Is that what they are? They're douchebags? Is that what we sum them up?
Yeah.
I could bring up a lot of names that I would call them.
Go for it. I'm curious. What's your top
Also,
one?
I'll DM you. I'll DM you for that.
Where's that outline? I think I was supposed to have a second to.
Where's that?
Oh yeah.
It's all gone wrong.
Are we all in Ryan's window right now?
No, I'm not. I don't think so.
No, we're good. We said, Wade, what do you think? Would you consider us Japanese metal elitists?
No. Well,
Well,
I don't even know what that means. I watched that video and I still don't know what it means because there was no evidence in it of anything. So
that's true. It wasn't. It was just pointing out the top bands. That's all it was. Like 10. So this link is 10 bands metal elitists hate. So that's what sparked the subject. And we've also had some, little friendly debates in the chats and stuff. So like when I was reading these little debates and stuff, and then Champ brought up this video, I was like, man, maybe we're coming off like fucking elitists here. So that's what kind of intrigued me about it, But
Pretty sure it's the people in the comments that start the conversations. Ooh.
Yeah. So, I'm going to pass this Champ. Champ, I know you have some more stuff to say about it. I'll play the clip of what he says about Babymetal. Babymetal is brought up in this video, along with many other bands that Babymetal has played with, like Sabaton,
right.
Opened up for Metallica, played with Dragon Force, right? I mean, like most of the bands is kind of funny. And somebody mentioned in the comments on this guy's video, and it literally said, well, Babymetal's played with like all these bands pretty much, or had something to do with Bring Me the Horizon was on it, did a collab. One of my favorite songs was that Bring Me the Horizon and Babymetal collab. But anyways, go Champ.
Yeah. So they kind of went together. It wasn't an exact 1-to-1, the topics, but I was going through that video that we posted last week of Champ's quote unquote unpopular opinion about Babymetal and what he wants to see out of the new Babymetal release. And that sparked some debate in the comments, quite a bit of debate. And a lot of it was really fun. Like I'm the type of person that wants to go into the comment section and see what people are talking about, what they disagree with, what they agree with, why, blah, blah, blah. Let's have the conversation, right? It's good old times. But, some of them were more like less about having the debate for fun and more about taking life way too seriously. Like,
yes, way too serious.
Way too seriously. And it wasn't until really this comment section, I'd seen little bits of it in the past, but coming from the K-pop world, you can't even mention Blackpink or BTS in the other person's video because you're going to get a bunch of fan wars in the comments. I didn't realize that there was any sort of Babymetal v Band-Maid band wars coming out of the J-Rock scene. This was all new to me, And, just reading all of that and going, man, I wish people would just like be a little more lighthearted. Let's just have the convo. Let's have the debate. It's fun. Didn't you guys go home, back when we were in school or even after school, talk to your buddies and have that debate, right? Like, what band do you like better? Like, why do you like them better? I don't understand.
You didn't hate them afterwards? You didn't punch them in the face and never talk to them?
Yeah, we didn't devolve into fisticuffs, and like, I feel like when it's online though, it's God, there's no room for the fun talks, and I want to have those fun talks. I want to have them with you guys. I want to have them with our commenters. So anyway, after all that, that Metal Elitist video popped up, and it kind of got me thinking, like, a lot of the people that are taking it too seriously end up coming off to me as like quote unquote gatekeepers, like,
right.
This is really good, and you shouldn't like this other thing because it's not as good. Yeah. And that has inherent elitism inside of it to me, and that's just what brought up this topic for me. And I just want to be able to have the fun comment,
And it's sad because it like drives, it hurts the bands that they love because it takes potential new fans and pretty much drives them away from liking the band. So it's like literal gatekeeping of who can be a fan of that band, and you're limiting the potential of your favorite bands by doing that.
And I just want to say this has happened to me where I've been disinterested in listening to my favorite Japanese band, Maximum Hormone, at certain points because I had a couple fans like saw that I really loved the band, and I did. And this is what I got to say: there's toxic fans in all fan bases. Period. It's always going to be there. There's always going to be obsession. But this person would do certain things and offer certain things in the way of feeling that he have control over what I was going to do. You know what I mean? And not to get into detail, but it just kind of like, for me, music is really connected to things that are happening in my life. So Maximum Hormone is it's a little rough sometimes when I would go back and listen to them. I have to really fucking disconnect the time period of when I fell in love with the band, because it's connected to a lot of emotional things that happened at the time. Also with being attacked for that, and I'm like, hey man, like I just love the band. I just want to listen to them, like. But they would be like, you got to do this or do that. And I'm like, I just want to fucking listen to the band. Like, I just want to listen to the music. That's all I want to do. I'm not really into it. That's why I've never been really heavy into like learning all the names and doing all that stuff. I try my best. Like I do now because of doing the channel. And I got to thank everybody for that. Like now I'm way more informed about bands than I ever could have been. I know more about Maximum Hormone than my favorite bands of when I was a child. You know, like that's crazy to me. Like I know more about probably Japanese bands way more than all the bands I grew up listening to, hands down, because of all the information. It's wild to me. Mm-hmm. I can't believe how much shit I know. I'm like, wow, how do I know these names and stuff? But I always find that fascinating. My point is, to what Wade was saying, was it can affect people, even if it's one of your favorite bands. There's like System of a Down, one of my favorite bands. I can't really listen to him that much anymore. Or Korn, I can't really listen to him as much anymore because it's part of my high school, and I don't want to really remember my high school right now. You know, I don't want to go back to that time period. So for me, music's very time period related, or like it's very connected for me. So yes, nostalgic. It comes on. I'm like, fuck yes, but at the same time, I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm grown out of that phase of my life, and I don't want to be reminded about it. That's just me though. When it comes to music.
No, 100%, man. Like the same exact thing happened to me. I told all the people when I started my channel, I just stopped listening to music for like 5 years before that. Literally just no new music entered me, and I didn't want to listen to old music because it reminded me of times that were gone that was depressing to me. So I went 100% podcast route, and the only thing that brought me back into it was having this channel. That's why I'm listening and playing and caring about music again.
Yeah. Somebody says, Ryan. Ryan, go ahead.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
All right.
You already had your turn. Okay, good. No, I was kidding. Go ahead. I had to. I couldn't help myself.
I even made notes like you said we were supposed to do, and nobody else followed the rules. I was supposed to go after you.
Go. Sorry.
Okay, so just to mention a band, it's not Japanese, but a band called Filter. You guys know of a band called Filter?
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome band.
They put out an album like 94 or whatever, 95, and had a Hey Man, Nice Shot on it. Very well-known song. I loved the entire album. I didn't listen to a different album of theirs for like 10 years, and they were one of my favorite bands. Is that okay? Because I don't know like every fucking producer credit and every song they ever did. Can you still like a band that much if you only have one album?
That's a good question.
Why not? Because that album is absolutely incredible. And I found like, well, shit, they got other albums. Like I didn't even look for other ones because that one was so good. I didn't even care. Yeah. Then I found all these other albums. Like, oh shit, I've been missing out. You know, when people are like, well, you don't know about this or that. Well, so fucking what?
That's where I am with Band-Maid right now.
Yeah.
Listen to the same album.
Their discography.
Listen to one album. So yeah, I mean, there's people that freak out if there's so much to know about all these bands, like you're saying, that it's impossible to know all of it. And if you do, you're not going to listen to a bunch of other bands. And we all like to listen to a lot of music, you know. So, you know, a little about a lot. There's a song in there somewhere.
Write that down.
Song. But, you know, if you really like something, it doesn't matter if you really love one album or one song or whatever. So you can't tell me, you're not a fan, you don't have every fucking bit of merch they sold or every album. Whatever, man. I love what I got.
Yeah, and then like I think it stops you from listening to more than, I don't know, for me I like listening to all different kinds of music. I love every single genre almost, you know, for the most part. I like something in every genre. I really do. There's always something that I'll go back and listen to, you know? And so it's really hard for me to be able to focus on that details. It is, if you can focus on a band and all their details, if it's just that one or two bands that you're obsessed with, I can see that happening. But I always tell everyone this. I love music too much to just do that. Not saying that other people aren't, but like I want to listen to variety of music. You know, say it again.
I listen to music too much. Put your sunglasses on.
I said I love music too much.
Just fuck with you, dude. No, we're obviously in agreement here.
So, yeah.
You see that definition of elitist? I thought that was
yeah.
Relating to the supporting view that a society or system should be led by an elite. Adjective. Noun, a person who believes that society or system should be led by an elite.
So it's interesting the way that that's phrased too. I've never actually looked up the definition to elitist, but reading it, it actually sounds like it applies even more to this than I thought it would. You know, because that really is like those people that have one band that they like and they don't want anybody else to like anything else, and they need everybody to know that their band is the best band. Mm-hmm. That is literally what this is saying.
Bunch of zools up in here.
So here's
I don't know what that means.
Gatekeepers.
Oh, okay, yeah. Here's a clip from this channel. Rocked. You know, go check it out. The video is pretty good, pretty well put, and Can we just say, before you get into this is not the same as the video that we talked about a few weeks ago, where somebody was giving their very specific opinion on these things. This guy is more talking about other people's views rather than his own, and then just kind of adding in his own little 2 cents there. Yeah, I'm just gonna play the Babymetal clip part.
And force music sounds similar, but most metal elitists love bands that also have similar sounding music throughout those discographies. So, you know what else metal elitists hate? Women. Just a joke, not all metal elitists hate women, even though there is a definite history of sexism in metal, but that's another topic for another day. Babymetal, however, earned loathing from metal purists as soon as Gimme Chocolate spread across the US. It's a shame, too, because Babymetal have a lot of fun music, and they play with bands live like Dragon Force, oddly enough. They are models found from an agency, and Babymetal works well with amazing musicians to create music and a wild live spectacle. But since it's not a band made of angry, ragged-looking men, elitists just can't stand it. It's supposed to be fun. Babymetal should get more credit for what everyone involved with the group has done in a relatively short amount of time. When Rob Zombie goes online just to shut idiots up who go after Babymetal, you know the group has impressed the right people.
Yeah, so that was his little take on it. Interesting, you know, like, go ahead.
The Babymetal fans that may cause issues sometimes. It seems like if you mention what they are, they get really pissed about it.
They probably got pissed
like,
by his
even
comments.
If you're not mentioning it as an insult, you're just saying you're talking about the band, and you know, as you're learning about them, like, well, yeah, but like they have to defend them. It's like, dude, I'm not.
I have a feeling he still got shit for those comments, actually, just because he mentioned the whole. What do you say about that whole of them being set up or whatever, or the
managing, them being put together, basically manufactured, I think, is what the word was that he said.
Everyone's gonna ignore all the good compliments he just gave the band, but it's
and that's the problem with it, right? That's the problem with it. I mean, listen, I want to say also that like our comment section that I was talking about, the vast majority of it, really cool people. You know what I mean? Like they're being fair. And a lot of people were like, you know, hey, I appreciate your thoughts on this, but this is what I think. And that is the debate that I want to have. That's the fun shit. You know, that's the good stuff. It was very few people that were like, you know, kind of got a little too serious about it, you know, and I want to even say one of those people, you know, I called him out in the comments. And I said, this is just some fucking toxic fan war bullshit. And he apologized to me and he was like, I'm sorry. I deleted my comment. And I was like, no, don't delete your comment, my dude. Like we can have this conversation. Like we don't have to guys, everybody in the comments, you'd never have to delete your comments. Like I'd much rather have the debate for fun. Okay. As long as we're not, you know, stabbing each other, you know, over it. But like, I'd much rather have the debate, have the conversation, have the argument, because it's fun to do that. You know,
or be okay with saying, oh yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't go ahead.
Different opinions is literally how you grow.
Yeah.
So like, your opinions are welcome here.
100%. And I acknowledge very strongly that I am wrong, like 98% of the time that I say things. So like, it's all good, man. You can tell me that I'm wrong. I'm cool with that. You're not going to hurt my feelings. You're not going to hurt any of our feelings. Really, we can handle this. Let's just have the fun conversations. Just don't knife each other over it. That's all.
But knifing each other sounds so fun.
No.
Comment deleted.
Knifing elitist.
I have just one comment on the video.
Go ahead.
Okay, I like critical essay videos like that, but the only thing that was missing for me was like showing the actual evidence of, comments or examples of what he's talking about.
Like why he picked those bands?
Yeah, like show a little bit of evidence, play some clips or something, just to back up what he's saying instead of just saying these people elitists don't like this band and then moving on, just saying it. I would have liked some evidence.
Touched on it really quickly, like with with Avenged Sevenfold, they changed their sound, or mainly it's like they changed their sound or whatever. But a little bit more explanation would have been.
But good. Like that's all coming from his mouth. Like I'm talking about actual
I see what you mean.
Evidence, like clips or screenshots.
There's no examples.
There was
no
examples. He
examples.
was definitely going off of Reddit conversations. You can tell. And
it did sound like
and
that.
And if you grew up listening to those bands, you're aware. I got made fun of for listening to Avenged Sevenfold. I know, by metalheads. They're like, "Oh, you're a fucking poser. You don't really like metal." I heard all those comments listening to Avenged Sevenfold or listening to any of those metalcore
Bullet
bands.
for My Valentine.
Even All That
Dude,
Remains,
that
which was amazing. And you get like people just give you shit. Oh, that's not real metal. I'm like, I'm sorry. I like melodies also in my metal, but that's another story.
This is the real best.
But I don't know. It's just to each their own, and I think it just goes too far when you're just like sitting there like, I don't know, going out of your way to fuck with you.
That sums it up. To each their own. Like let people like what they like, and you don't have to try to convince them to not like or to like whatever you want.
Unless you're really bored and you're at a really shitty job and that's all you have for entertainment. No, I was kidding.
Just starting shit, just drama is
Ryan's
your entertainment.
I wasn't even
It went perfect with it though. Ryan's writing shitty comments right now. Yeah, that's fuck this show. That's probably Ryan's.
I wasn't even listening. Some dude said something about Metallica selling out. I'm like, yeah, but they pissed off their entire fan base with those albums, man. I didn't even hear you.
We talked about Metallica.
That's a whole.
You talking shit about me?
We talked about Metallica before. I think Wave and Champ came in, but we were saying like I always bring this up. I'm like, okay, I know people don't like this, but Load and Reloads. And he mentioned those albums. Those two albums were great albums. Very, very. They're actually really good albums, but they weren't like the typical metal that they were doing before.
Right. Load was the first album I ever bought with my own money. I was 12 years old and I bought fucking Load, and I loved it, and I listened to the fuck out of it, man. It was I didn't even know I liked metal at that time, but I bought it because Until It Sleeps blew my mind.
That's not fucking metal.
It's not.
But if you think
really
about,
not a metal.
Matt Heafy from what the fuck's that called? God damn it.
Trivium?
I said the name. Trivium.
Yeah.
He first heard of Metallica through Load. And I'm like, this dude sounds like James Hetfield when he was young. And they played metal better Metallica has for years. And he got into him because of Load? What the fuck?
I mean, you gotta take a look further beyond just the, I don't know, man. For me, like Load and Reload have a lot of really great elements to them that feel like they would be metal if they played them on different scales.
It was a unique
with a
hard
different
rock
distortion.
album. It was a unique hard rock album. Both of them. Yeah. Both albums were very unique.
Not Japanese.
And still unique to this day. Honestly, if you go listen to those two albums, if you listen to those two albums, they're still unique. You won't hear a lot of hard rock. The sounds, you'll hear similarities. You'll make some comparisons, but overall, the overall sound of those two albums, you're like, this is really different for hard rock. I mean, so that could go good or bad, right? I don't know. My opinion on that, I thoroughly enjoyed those albums, but.
Yeah,
I need some guidance through the Metallica discography because
let's have a chat, dude.
Yeah,
we can
do this.
Not
We
do
can
it here.
do this.
Yeah. Well, James Hetfield likes country. I mean, that was his main thing. right?
Blues,
He can sing country really well too. He did some at some shows, and he sounded great. He could have been a country artist easy, like a really dirty, like the old school country before it was what we hear now on the radio with the claps on every 2 and 4 or whatever for snares. But
Imagine Dragons.
Oh, they could be modern country. What are we talking about?
I don't know. Back on topic.
Jesus.
We're talking about Metal Elitists.
Oh, crap. Rosie's exposing me.
Whoa. Thank God it's only from the chest up.
All right. So, I think we said enough about that. Any last words on the Metal Elitist stuff? You guys got anything?
Only that to tie up the bow of the conversation here, like, let's just have fun with it, guys. I want to be able to have the conversations without the elitism coming out, and I want us to be able to fight about it in a fun way.
Yeah,
I think I agree with you. I'll always give somebody a chance if they're being kind of an initial dick in the comments. I'll give them a chance to talk about it. You know what I mean? And if they just continue with their bullshit, then I just block their ass. I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah.
Not my problem.
If they absolutely refuse to like acknowledge your point of view and keep saying you're wrong and you're stupid, then yeah. See you later.
Yeah. You're
so
wrong,
just so you guys
stupid.
know, if anybody gets blocked from a channel, it's probably Ryan doing it.
Yeah.
I just don't read them. Well, no, I read them. That's a lie. I read them, obviously, but I was like, I told myself like, don't comment. And I gave in a comment on one. I'm like, damn it. Why'd you comment? Normally I just don't comment. But,
I know. I blew it this week while I was on the beach drinking. I was on like my 3rd rum drink and got into the comment section. But I have no regrets.
No regrets.
That's the best time to go in the comment section, drunk. It's the best. Nothing phases you. It was funny though. I put my comment, and then I looked at Waves. I'm like, wow, I just said exactly what Waves said. Why did I even I didn't even need a comment. It was exactly the same point of view. But so let's start with you, Ryan. Tell us about your week, man. How's it been going? What'd you do?
I got
Bring out your Batman notes. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't it? I'm cute.
I don't know why that made me laugh.
Because I'm not. All right, so I like to bring up bands that I've listened to through the week, and I usually kind of just gloss over who they are and don't really talk about it much. This time I'm gonna get a little more into it. So some bands I checked out was Versailles. Song's called Masquerade. Came up on a playlist. Actually, somebody in comments suggested it because of Hizaki.
We're talking about them today too. We're talking about them today too.
Talking about it right now, motherfucker.
We can do it again later.
The album was Holy Grail. I thought they had great like musical world building in their song, and they're very fancy, very visual K, cool. And guitar solos are awesome. The vocals are nothing that made me want to like skip the song, but but not something I really really want to listen to all the time. Another one was Jupiter, which also has Suzaki in it, which I might add is a very attractive not woman. I didn't know because I was watching video like, wow, there's
I feel you, Ryan.
I found out that
Wait.
yeah. Well, if you watch a video, it's
Yeah.
it's a pretty good looking gal playing guitar.
I think I was fooled on the same exact video. I think I know which one you're talking about.
It was in two. She's in both videos. In interviews, it's references he. I just want to be clear. I mean, like, because there's this pronoun thing going on, but
so he was
mentioned
hot.
being like even from high school when he's in bands in high school wearing skirts and makeup and shit, whatever. He does it very well. But Jupiter was a little better vocals for me. It's faster, kind of thrash almost, and just great solo still. What really got me this week was Atarashi Gakko. Oh man,
hell yes,
dude!
I commented on that video.
That was so fucking good.
I think I checked out one song by them, but it's been a while. How did the song go, or what was the music video? Is that where they're in a classroom?
The first one I checked out was Pineapple Kryptonite.
Yeah,
and the video is hilarious. Their choreography is great. I loved Suzuka's voice, and that was very kind of hip hop music wise. And then I checked out, what did I check out? Oh, Koi Geba, which is a little more serious song. And the video is pretty brilliant. And all, the video was in a school, and they're dancing throughout the school. And what I didn't notice the first time around, somebody pointed out in the comments, it's actually about sexual assault in schools and how the teachers go towards students and everything. And if you watch the video again, the dancing is the distraction.
That's the one I saw.
In the background, there's all this creepy shit going on. I'm like, God, that's fucking brilliant. Like, they really, I was like, damn.
I'm going to check that out again, because I don't remember that part in the video, but I do remember the dancing in the classroom and all that stuff.
Yeah, but every scene, look in the background, there's a guy going to grab somebody's arm, grab a girl's arm, and
and they all the background players have black lines over their eyes, so right. It's like to say that they're anonymous almost.
So not only are they, they're fun to listen to, but it's like shit, man, they're saying shit too. That's an artist.
Yeah.
Was it Gazy? That's another one. That's one of the first.
Gize, I think is, or I don't pronounce it like I did the first time. It was horrible.
Either way, the first song I heard from them was it reminded me like a Japanese kind of flogging Molly type music, where it's cool. But then there's some traditional Japanese modal elements mixed into it with modern metal. It's very cool. I enjoyed that probably the most.
He calls it ninja metal. That's what he calls it. He likes to call it ninja metal. I had him on twice already for an interview. He's a really cool guy. He writes most of the music with all of them. He likes to call it ninja metal. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked the vocal. I liked everything about it. That the hardest stuff, that was my favorite out of those bands. Then Atarashigako was I just fell for him. Pretty awesome. That's my week.
Cool.
Man, you're making me want to go. I need to go back and listen to Atarashigako. Is that what it was called? I got to listen to it again, watch it again. You definitely made me more intrigued, because I remember watching it, but I barely remember getting fully into it. Definitely got to check it out again then if all that other stuff was in that music video.
I would check out a live video. It's called Love Breaker. They did a little skit. And I'm not going to say a lot about it. I want you guys to check it out. It's called Love Breaker. Live video, and it was absolutely brilliant. And then just how they're really thinking about shit, and it's about a relationship and a friend betraying a friend, and it's intense. It's really good stuff.
Nice.
Cool.
And musically also, I think they're really good. The songs change very much. They're very varied between each song, but there's this strong sort of jazzy sense that kind of goes through most of them. They have these jazzy piano riffs, especially the second song that you checked out. I don't remember what you called it, but the jazzy piano riffs, these electric guitars kind of going on with the jazzy piano riffs the whole time, but it all feels a little bit chaotic, a little intentionally messy, and it's I love that vibe that they have. They're really, it's good solos and shit too.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Then they're working with Muddy Mark, who is considered kind of the next, the other Beastie Boy, because he worked with them so much. And their later stuff has a little more hip hop vibe to it. And they did I haven't checked that out yet, but they did a cover of Intergalactic. I have checked it out. I'm a liar. They did a cover of Intergalactic, but they did it in Japanese, and the lyrics aren't exactly the same. I mean, obviously not exactly the same, but they changed the theme a little bit. So that was cool for me.
Do they still say intergalactic and planetary?
No, they say intergalactic. Then it's intergalactic. I'm an alien, and then something else. So they.
I know where you're going with that, champ. He's referencing a song, but anyways, he's being a dick. He's being elitist over there. Let's get.
Let's hear it. What's up, champ? What's the big deal?
Wait, what about you, man? What did you do this week?
Nothing.
Awesome. Moving on.
Cool. Right, what's next?
Champ. Go ahead, champ.
Apparently, I heard one of the bands Ryan was just talking about, Simno and Rosie, reminded me. I watched it in a live stream. I'm trying to figure out which song it was.
Which band?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. So
nice
please
segue.
let me know. Yeah, we were on vacation this week, so my memory of the last stream is pretty foggy. But I guess the one thing I did this week when I got home was I just for fun attempted to audition for Love Bites, the bass. So yeah, that was fun. It was a lot harder than I expected to keep up with because the tempo is just so freaking fast. I'm not used to playing at that high of a tempo. So
power metal, baby.
I have a new level of respect for everyone who auditioned because that just to keep up with that.
Ooh, yeah.
Rip it apart.
I thought it was pretty good. I can bring it up right now. You guys want to check it out?
I gave you my judge.
We checked out these other no-name people. Let's check out Wave. Shit, man.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Pull that bad boy out.
Not
pulling it up.
Yeah, no names.
Don't be nice. Judge it as harshly as possible.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I've had other stuff, but never mind.
I thought you did pretty good, man. I really think you did a good job with it. Here, let me get it up.
Thank you.
Hold on. Let me...
I
Sorry.
haven't actually heard with headphones yet.
Here we go.
This is when the flies come out.
Nice. That was really good, man. You did a good job.
Really?
Out of all of them I've seen, that's the best one so far. I'm not even bullshitting.
Really?
It's kind of hard.
You just did the things I said to do.
Yeah, that was the advantage I had is I got to listen to what each one of you would have done and then take that to heart while I was writing.
You had some interesting places where you stopped, but then it was just fucking really
Came
good.
back in, yeah. And I noticed you went into you played your own little bass solo in the last line of the guitar solo, which I talked about on Patreon last week, which I wanted to see somebody do, and Wave did it. Well done, Wave.
Oh, thank you.
Alan, how about the tone?
Alan, how was the production, buddy?
Yeah, the most important part.
God damn. You don't want to ask me that. The playing was really good.
He's gonna talk shit about your tone.
The tone wasn't my favorite, but it was actually really good at certain places. But I don't know if it was purposeful when you moved your pick over the pickups and lower in the pickups. Was that done intentionally? I thought that was genius, though. That's smart. Now a lot of people.
That's what I was talking about. How much you can affect the tone with how you play.
So my only thing was like, there's some where I think playing all the way back would have been cooler to just stay back there. But I love it when you went to the high parts, you moved it up there above the pickup, which I don't think a lot of people would notice. But I see you. I was like, that's smart. Like it's equivalent to like changing your tone knob or something like that. You can get a lot of different cool placements when you're playing like that. So I thought that's what I thought was really smart about it is like you were very aware of what you were doing. Which is really cool that you're able to pull that off and change the tone on the fly by just doing that. So that's just one way you can do it. And goes back to that comment we were talking about earlier, like 50% of your tone is from the playing. You represented that perfectly. So overall, I think it was a pretty good tone, man. I really do. Actually,
it was literally the actual tone itself was just a preset on my Spark amp.
that's why I'm mentioning about the
preset.
Wait, you didn't use a real tube amp, or I mean, what's going on?
Nope.
I think
Oh my
Be an
God.
elitist.
$200.
the tone in your playing
$200.
was done really well for a pick. Also, we got to mention, like, you're playing with a pick, and you made it seem like maybe you might be using your fingers, which is cool. Like, you know, but
I
you
do
still
a lot
have
of
the
palm
thumb.
muting for that. To give it that thumpy,
I wish I got my.
rounded tone.
I was like, we were talking about this on the side, like all of us doing that. That'd be really fun. We should all do a take of it. Are you guys gonna still do
And
it?
Wave's like, yeah, I'm
Yes,
done.
I would love to see that.
Yeah. If my bass works, they fixed it, but like I still have to do this thing with the knob where I have to like turn it really quick and then it activates the pots, and I'm like, fuck. So when I was recording the Elite Bata stuff, it was like shutting off on me again. So like, and it sucks because I only have one bass. So like, I've been
Like
wanting to do
active
bass
pickups?
stuff. Yeah, they're actives. But it's old bass. I've had it since I was like, it's like 13 years old now.
Does it need to be like resoldered or something?
Yeah, I need to get the electronics fixed. I love this bass. I don't want to give it up. And actually, the pickups that came with it are fucking great. But yeah,
That's a
like so I had to
beautiful
take this one and do it really fast to make it, and then I can do it. But
Is that
if I can get it working
a
enough,
brass bridge and knobs?
yeah, it's a PV
Love
Cirrus. When PV was doing basses and stuff and guitars, they made a lot of really good guitars and basses, and I had a couple of them, and then they stopped. But
Quit rubbing your nut,
they
right?
were really good.
Oh man, you good one, Wave. You talk about a brass nut, and I got a brass nut.
I didn't know they made brass nuts.
That you're showing off your bass.
I know. I'm like trying to show them the bass, and Ryan has to go.
Get my six
All
string
my nuts
active.
are bone or plastic.
I really need a new bass. I wish I could get one, but maybe phrasing. Champ,
Such a dirty mind, Wave. You got the dirtiest mind out of all of us.
Champ, what about you, man?
I live with Rosie, so
Champ, what were you up to all week?
Nothing Japanese related, honestly. I haven't listened to any new J-Rock this week. I was focused.
Just kidding. All right, go. I'm kidding, man. I'm sorry.
No, I'm leaving. Okay, I'm back. I was mostly focused on one of my favorite K-pop groups coming out with a new album, that being Dreamcatcher, who also does do J-Rock music as well. But this one was a K-pop release, and they came out with like a whole 14 track album, and I listened to that bad boy on stream and loved every second of it. But outside of that, that's pretty much where my oh, I loved it. I thought it was my favorite of the Dreamcatcher albums. It was interestingly enough the least amount of rock I think that has ever been on a Dreamcatcher album. But they covered so many genres, including like 50s doo-wop and current EDM and like all kinds of crazy stuff, like some folky sounding stuff. It was all over, and there were rock flavored songs.
What was your favorite track?
My favorite track was probably one of the members is named Siwa, and she had a solo on it. That one was probably my favorite track. But also Yuyin had a solo on it. They all had a solo on it. It was really cool. All 7 members had their own solo on the album. I've actually never seen that happen before. And they were all their own flavors. Oh, actually, here's one of the interesting ones. Dami, the rapper of the group, she's the rapper, did a pop punk song on the album. So that came out of nowhere. That was cool.
Trendy now.
But yeah, it was all over the place. If you're looking for like a K-pop album that's just got just a ton of diversity on it, that's the one that I would go to. It's called Apocalypse Save Us.
And did they release music videos for that album yet?
Mason, the title track Mason, if you want to check that one out, that's kind of it's got the most rocky kind of feel on it. It's a rock song, definitely, but with it sounds like the guitars are being played via a synthesizer. Like there's not real guitars on this one. I don't know why they decided to go with that for this song. They never do that for the title tracks. It's always regular instruments, but this time it sounds like it was synthesized. But still, the structure of it, and especially you guys, you musicians, if you listen to that song and they get to the bridge, you will like that bridge.
I'm gonna fucking check it out, man. That sounds. I've been needing to get back into Dreamcatcher because there's some songs I've really liked, and it's kind of like you and I talked about. It's like kind of got to get the gateway in there a little bit, but definitely don't check out that new one, man.
And there's a little bit of a hill that we all have to go over, right? Like before you listen to something brand new like that. And you'd probably listen to some of the tracks on there and be like, not for me, not even a little bit. But hey, check out the title track. Yeah, see what you think.
I really appreciate this is that we can get your spoiler-free review on it and like check out stuff we wouldn't typically be interested in.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on it, honestly, because I'm the only one here doing the K-pop, but like sometimes I just want you guys to do it. So, like I wish you guys were doing it too. So
I'm definitely gonna do Mason.
Hey, what did they think about this?
Yeah, I'll do Mason. Yeah, check out Mason. Curious.
Really?
All right, so for me, we Wave and I released a music video. We released our cover of Sume Sume Sume, of course, and that came out this week. Here's a commercial for it. You guys should check it out, though. It's already out.
Poder celebrar el 5 de mayo con su último video. Miramos hacer otro increíble cover de una banda japonesa. 正解ですか? 5月29日にリコデコが最新のビデオでマクシマムなホルモンを軸するのを見ることができます。Te vas a reír, te vas a llorar, te sorprenderás con sus locas aventuras. 詳細情報を監視し続けます。大コデック Maximum the Hormone May 5th.
So yeah, you guys should go check it out. It's out now, for real.
As a work of art right there, man.
So there's already been a reaction to it, yeah?
Has there?
Some other dude? Yeah, somebody did.
Who?
Really?
I don't know who or have any information for you, but, it's out there. It's bad reporting on my part, sorry.
I was like, I didn't even know there was a reaction to it.
Yeah, it popped up on Mirrorcord, obviously, the best Discord.
No, Guys and Guys podcast Discord.
He's literally
promoting this one, of course.
Promoting the other Discord.
I know, like what the fuck?
Get out of the Guys and Guys Discord. Come over to Mirrorcord.
That was directed at. Oh fuck! Never mind.
I did that, and I have to bring this up. Shout out to Teresa in the chat. She's also modding for us too. She, there's this band that's so just so amazing. It was Leprous. I did a whole album review and didn't even get through the whole album review because I was just so fucking mind blown. It's so weird because she chose an album that she knew we probably wouldn't like the most, and we still walked away. Like, first of all, we listened to the album completely sober, okay? I felt like I was stoned after the first 5 tracks just by listening to the music. It's that crazy. Nice. And then we watched them play, the drummer play. It was just a drummer thing. Wave, you gotta check this out. I've never seen a man do so much shit with only a hi-hat, a kick drum, and snare. It is.
We actually watched them on the last stream.
Yeah?
I can't remember which song it was, but yes, that drummer was really impressive.
The best drummer I've ever seen play. I mean, it just I guess maybe it was just a video I watched, but you could see why he won championships. I was like, holy shit! I've never seen somebody do they was just pretty much doing a massive amount of tom fills all on just a snare only, and I was like, how is this happening?
I saw you freaking out about him and checked out a little bit, but I didn't. Really
That's awesome.
What would you classify it as? Can you?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Cool.
If you listen to it and you'll get stoned.
Progressive chill wave.
What if you're already stoned?
I'm not even joking. If you listen from the first song, it was really hard at first. The first 3 songs, I'm like, okay. I'm still working on editing the video for it. I'm like, okay, this is good. Got more, and then and it just kept and then before we were done, I couldn't even comprehend the drums anymore. So my head just exploded because, as a musician, right, we're trying to understand what they're doing. And this was one of those moments where I couldn't. No matter how hard I tried, mentally to understand what the guy was doing on drums. Normally I can. Not saying I could play it, but I can normally figure it out. I'm like, okay, that's something I could do. Hack it. I could hack it eventually. But this was one of those things where you watch it and you're like, I don't physically understand what's happening here. He is defining physics.
I love that.
By the way, his name is Bard Kolstad.
Bard Kolstad.
The drummer?
To be honest,
did you listen? Oh, sorry.
To be honest, it's been a long time since I watched a musician where I was like, I don't understand. You know, when you're first learning guitar and you watch, like for me, like I remember seeing Kirk Hammett play, so I was like, I'm never going to be able to do that. It was one of those moments like, I'm never going to be able to do this. You know what I mean? Until you reached years and years of experience and level, like in, you know, practice and stuff. Of course, you ever notice when you're practicing, all of a sudden, certain bands unlock for you. I feel like I always felt like I'm like, I can do this now. Oh, I can do this now, and it just unlocks and unlocks. And like you can start getting into the more complicated stuff. This was just like so. I'm not even a drummer, but like I'm curious what Wave would think about it. It was a drum cam one, and I think we stopped after that because we couldn't go any further. And then we have a conspiracy theory too that I discovered over the week. We think he also is one of the first humans to get Elon Musk Neuralink and have it work successfully. I'm pretty sure that's 100% accurate and true. And that's my story. I'm sticking with it. We think he was getting updates.
Was he working
as he
a
was
computer
playing.
when this was going on?
No, he has updates going to his head. You can see it in the video. He has stuff plugged into his ears with wires, and I'm pretty sure that's how they're getting the data.
Like monitors?
No. They weren't monitors. They had little sharp edges at the end. I'm pretty sure we saw something in the back of his neck too. This is Neuralink.
Okay, was Castaway Angels on the album you were listening to?
I don't know the name of songs. I felt like I was listening to one big song. It felt like one big giant song, and like it was a mind fuck. Anyways, that was my week. I'm gonna shut up. I can't stop talking about it.
By them.
Johnny Mnemonic.
But really good. It's just really good. That's it. That's my week.
What if he's like deaf and has a bypass for his hearing?
Yes, and they put a Neuralink instead to fix all those issues. Like he definitely has Neuralink. It's confirmed by Dichotic Twitch stream.
The most reliable source on the internet.
Yeah,
Quote,
pretty much
unquote,
the most
facts
reliable
presented
source.
in this podcast aren't necessarily facts or the beliefs of the other members of this podcast.
Oh, these are definitely beliefs by 100% of everyone.
Ryan's covering his legal bases.
It was Pitfall's album. So, thank you. Castaway Angels is on Affiliate.
Okay, cool. Thanks,
Anyways,
Jason.
it was really great. I don't remember what else I did during the week, but the music video was the main thing. So, go check it out, guys, if you haven't checked it out yet. All right. Pulling up these quick little news things that I got going on. So we have Cold Rain with some nationwide album tour. They're doing the one-man tour 2022. And it's pretty cool because it's 15th anniversary. So they're going on tour. A lot of bands are going on tour. There's so many that was up on here. We have Darren Gray also with their album Polaris, which holds online events. Now, I thought this was really cool because Darren Gray has this thing where they do battles for the songs where you can vote. And it's on their actual Twitter. And you can go on there and you vote for the songs. And I believe this is something where it's like a battle thing that they do. Pretty cool. And they on this album, which hits shelves June 15th, they're going to celebrate the release of Polaris. Darren Gray also announced some exclusive online events and autograph campaigns. That's pretty cool. Gazette also going on tour. Ryan mentioned he did check out another song by the Gazette. From the Mass album. I'm telling you guys, that album is really good. It's really good. But what did you think, Ryan, if you want to tell them the song you heard?
I can't remember the name of the song, dude. But it came on while I was listening randomly to stuff on Spotify, and I was like, what is this? And it didn't register as Gazette at all. Because I've only heard like the one song we reviewed like weeks ago, and it was nothing like that. There was some really cool vocals in it, some screamy stuff, and the music was heavy. I'm like, okay, now I want to go listen to them.
Yeah, because the song we previewed, I was like, oh no, you got to hear these other ones. So I'm glad you were able to do that. If you guys haven't, though, Mass is such a great album. It just sucks that everything gets blocked for that album, but they're going on tour also, but only in Japan. So all these bands are going on tour. And then just recently, Wagaki Band had their live that was on May 6th. So their VOD is still up on YouTube. You guys should go check that out. It's pretty cool. And we have some Nemophila news. Lots of, they have some new music in the works. I got this sample of a clip. Hopefully it plays for me. It sounds so good, guys. So heavy.
What?
So awesome.
Let's hear it, baby.
If it works. Of course it's not going to work. Why would it work? Like I was prepared and doesn't work.
Why would it?
Why would it work?
Oh, I'm really sad now because I haven't heard it yet.
Thanks for that.
Now finding a way to live you alive in a cruel world. So giving up to head above your way on run. No flexibility, not even color, but what's the dark night? Into the cemetery, kill the
Fuck yeah.
By the way, apologies to everyone. I had the volume set up, but since I hit refresh, it resets the volume. My bad, guys.
Dude. That sounds fucking awesome.
That sounds great, right?
Really got their sound down.
I don't know if I heard any of that, to tell you the truth. It just sounded like screaming in my ears.
You didn't hear it? You want to hear it again?
It was a little loud. It was a little loud.
I apologize, guys. It was set up. The volume was set up. Then I hit refresh. So they're like I said, they're also on tour. It sounds great. I can't wait to hear it. I really love the screams and cleans and Nemophila. It sounds amazing. And so on June 11th, 2022.
It's not either clean. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. It's not either what?
I like that she's either not clean or screaming. She has that cool in between vocal, this nice hard rock vocal that a lot of bands kind of miss. You know, it's either like, I can scream or I can fucking sing super clean. Well, it's cool, but if that's all you got,
you know, it's
hell
cool.
Yes. It's
also, I'm sorry, real quick. It's a hard rock sound with screams. It reminds me of oh my God, I can't remember the band. But anyways, I like it when bands do the hard rock with screams. You know what I mean? It wasn't complete metal. It's just like has those hard rock riffs with like, it's like a good mix. And then they have the screams, which you don't really hear much of. But go ahead, Champ.
I was definitely getting like, it sounded like melodic death metal to me. Like that's just the overall vibe of it, you know, like pretty heavy screaming with the heavy chunking guitar in the beginning. And then I think the next part was the chorus that we were cutting into when she kind of got a little more clean with her vocals. Obviously more melody being added there, but I completely agree with Ryan where I love when singers are able to find that middle ground between the scream and the clean. I actually talked about this in my Revive reaction where she's one of the very few that's able to find all of those spots in between clean and screaming, while a lot of them can only do clean or screaming. You know, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Marilyn Manson or somebody along those lines who has this whole full, you know, kind of he could work through all of these little parts of his vocals before he gets to the full on scream, you know, and I think she can do that too.
Something definitely sets them apart from other bands with similar musical aspects. The vocals are not.
Hey, real quick, just want to say, hey, I am COVID negative, my friends.
Nice. Hey, that's good news.
Right. Keep your mask on.
All right. Nemophila is playing the Whiskey A Go-Go. It's going to be the first show starting off their tour. And at first I wasn't going to go, but I am going to go to this now. So this is going to be on July 1st, 2022. Go ahead.
Okay. So it is a tour now? Because I saw they announced that date and then like nothing else. I'm like, we're not going to be here for that show and then do like October. So
I think it's a tour. I'm pretty, because it says first show in the U.S.
Right on.
Right? So I think I could be wrong though, because then here's the tour information right here. A lot of my shit got deleted though, so I apologize. This is Whiskey A Go-Go. This is in California, and I was I was thinking about it's like a 10-hour drive for me, so I was like, I should just go, because I have a feeling it's going to be a full set. Because I'm going to see him at Aftershock, but I know it's only going to be a shorter set, so it'd be cool to see a full version of it. So
how big of a venue is that?
I don't remember.
Huge.
My buddy's band, not my master from here, played there. I can't remember what he was, because it's a classic venue.
I'll look up the.
It's like where Pantera's played.
Yoshiki just played there.
Yeah. But
500 seats in the chat.
500 seats.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so I'm curious what do you guys think? You think Nemophila is going to sell this out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
No question.
I'd be shocked if they didn't. I mean, just from what we saw with Band-Maid, even like people are willing to drive all over the country to see their favorite J-Rock band when they come over here, especially since they've only announced the one date. So this thing's gonna go like that.
Yeah, first I wasn't gonna go because like tough times, you know. But I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna get the full Nemophila thing from Aftershock, just like with Band-Maid. So I was like, I'm gonna go. That's what I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go, and it's $15 ahead of time. At the door is $20. So if a lot of people just buy them up, that might go away.
Grab those hammer with the deal.
Well, you know my the warning. My ticket was only $15.
Really?
Yeah. But after I don't know what happened, and then it jumped up to like $60 for general admission.
Resellers, maybe.
Yeah, but I don't know how I got for $15. I bought the ticket mad late.
Mad late.
Yeah, that venue is like a fucking like holy grail of old fucking bands, dude. Like Summer's mentioned in the chat, Van Halen, Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue. That's just
yeah. I remember
awesome
hearing about this a lot when I was younger.
Whiskey, man.
Can you imagine those bands in a 500 cap venue? My God,
that's where they started out. They'd like grind it out there, man. Fucking playing all through the week to like 50 people, and
so cool.
It's like where all the Seattle bands were going down there too. I remember hearing about that place for years. It was like sort of the Western equivalent to CBGB's over in New York City. I don't know if you guys remember CBGB's. They shut down a few years back also, but they were kind of like another like 500 person arena, but all those big New York bands would come up over there.
Yeah, nice. I can't wait. So, yeah, guys, that's happening. And then we have some more Babymetal news. Let me reset this audio. Babymetal news. They put drums to those tracks that we checked out last week. So I have them. So it's 3 songs that they kind of tease: Illusion, Calvary, and Mirror. So let me make sure the volume is not blasting everyone's ear.
We listened to Mirror. Whoa.
Yeah, we only listened to Mirror, not all 3 of these. So just
we got the slap back.
All right. I'm just praying the volume's good. Oh, cool. No volume. It's not existent. Yeah, so there you go.
For the first part of it.
It's exactly what I wanted.
See, and I was telling everybody I wanted to see them mature their sound a little bit. I think they nailed it right there.
They really knocked it out of the park.
I know whatever you want.
Why is the volume not working all of a sudden? I checked these last night, guys. I swear. Let's see if this one works. Oh, this one has volume. I guess just that one didn't.
Does it though?
Oh, dude.
Fuck yeah.
That sounds cool. It sucks. It's only that little bit. One more time. I like it.
That is so sick. It reminds me of the like post-hardcore stuff I used to listen to, Silverstein, but like mixed with electronic.
Yeah,
it kind of gives me those white. You remember Rob Zombie's like older albums of those kick drums? I don't know why it reminds me of that for some reason.
No, it totally does, my dude. Like it totally has that same feeling where it's like, oh, no, you're right. Absolutely, that's all I got to say. You're right. Alan is right.
I'm pretty excited for it. I'm liking it.
This is Calvary.
Yeah.
What's that tone?
That bass.
I want more so bad.
I know.
Oh, White Zombie. Yeah, Bilbert.
This is promising.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Wow. No wonder we were pissing off people last week.
It sounds great. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm focused on positive this week, okay? I'm fucking excited. I can't wait for it to come out. So
let's just hope the vocals don't ruin it.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I'm fucking kidding.
Oh, goddamn. Ryan, you're on.
Ryan's next on the chopping block.
God damn it.
Get him, Sue
Ryan.
enthusiast.
I couldn't help myself, man.
Especially with the thumbnail for this.
I know, right? Jesus.
That was purely fucking baiting anybody who wants to. I know they're going to be fucking good.
Put the sunglasses on.
Cancel Ryan? What the fuck? I'm kidding.
So can our next clip that we upload be like Ryan Ryan's dislike of Babymetal vocals.
Oh my god! Unless the vocals ruin it, jeez. So
what a video!
Such a troll.
Someone's gonna make a video, isolate that clip, and then like trash us.
I know. Yeah, Wave's gonna make the video and get that clip going.
Go ahead. I don't give a fuck.
The sunglasses are back.
So
they're supposed to raise silently from the top.
Yeah,
you shouldn't even have to put them on.
Right, yeah.
Just land
and
there.
you need to have that Snoop Dogg song or next episode playing.
It's the next episode.
Oh, just chill to the next episode. I know what you're talking about.
So now, this next band I'm going to talk about, I'm not sure if you guys know who they are. So I'm going to ask you guys, have you guys ever heard Acme from Japan?
Acme?
Yeah, Acme, like ACME.
Acme. Oh,
Acme.
like Wile E. Coyote's.
Yes, the bomb manufacturer.
Like
What
that.
would you like to know about Andres Alvarado?
What?
I didn't ask you about Andre.
Squirrel!
I think we're being spied on.
What?
Fucking Siri.
The one time she actually hears.
I said the trigger word. I wonder if people
What did you
talk shit about Babymetal. Now they got.
Yeah, you talk shit about Babymetal. That's what
I
happened.
didn't actually talk shit about. Oh,
I know you didn't. Now everybody's gonna think you did. Everybody's gonna.
But
now
someone
they're gonna
can
think
say
you
you did with no evidence, and
They
they'll
can.
believe you.
Yeah, they really can.
All right.
All right. So, have you guys heard of
what
Acme?
about Andre?
Have you heard about?
No, I have not.
Nobody here. Nobody going once.
Acme.
Yeah, we did 3 reactions to them a while ago. I'm just gonna play a short little clip, but they're a really cool band. They're coming to the U.S. I'm definitely gonna be going to see them. It's one of the first bands we react to on the channel, also, and they're a really cool band. They remind me of like kind of that hardcore. Maybe I would even say. Oh, I'm gonna play snippets to see what you guys think. So. Now this is older stuff. Their new stuff is even better, I think. But I don't want to get make the copyright gods mad. Let's here. I haven't checked
He has
out
a
anything.
unique voice.
Oh, I thought they're gonna play part of their new single, but I guess not. Anyways, that's Acme. Let me find another, just to give you guys more taste of what they sound like. So as you heard, they go through a lot of different genres also. Like, and then they have heavier
each of those
songs
clips. I'm like,
too.
Then they immediately redeem themselves.
Yeah. That was sweet.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, man. It sounded like I like the second one more than the first one. I'll say that.
Yeah, the second one's pretty old. That's newer stuff. This well, not even newer stuff.
It kind of had like a
actually-
screamo vibe, didn't it? Like the second one was
second
kind of
one's
like
pretty old. It's
screamo,
newer
emo
stuff.
core.
Yeah. Never mind, it's not
No,
newer.
I was
Yeah, this
confused
is
too,
all
Ryan.
old. Never mind. It's all 4 years old, guys. They have new stuff, I swear. I'm trying to find a song we checked out that made us fall in love with them. Eric and I had to react to one of their songs, and we're like, wow, this is really good.
Everyone's talking about how Acme is the Roadrunner thing, but I've got an Acme literally 20 seconds away from my house right now. Y'all don't know the grocery store?
I do know the grocery store. There is a grocery store. There.
There you go. Yeah, there's Acme's everywhere, baby. They don't sell explosives either.
Is that an East Coast thing?
Probably.
Yeah. Northeast. Oh, this is the one. Yeah. There's a song by them called Manoke Requiem. Check out that one. That's their heavier one. Well, if you like heavier stuff. Anyways, back to the news side of this. Cool thing is, they're coming to the U.S. They're going to do North America for a Wildfire Tour this summer. They're coming in, so if you guys want to check them out, they're a pretty cool band. Like I said, Visual K rock band Acme returns to North America this summer with 5 shows in the U.S. and their first show in Canada. The tour The tour, titled Wildfire, is a combination of traditional venue shows, special showcase performances, and local overseas artists, and a convention appearance at Teco in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So Acme's tour is brought to you and organized by Fake Star. So I'm not really sure where the tickets are coming for that, but they're going to be playing Los Angeles, Austin, Texas, Dallas, Texas, a lot of Texas shows, which makes sense because I could see a lot of people in Texas going crazy for that. New York City, and Pittsburgh. So not a lot of dates. They might be worth checking out. I have a feeling for me, they're going to be one of those bands where I've listened to them and I like them, but it's going to be like when I see them live, I'm probably going to end up loving them. I have a feeling it's one of those bands. Like, I don't feel like the essence of them gets captured in the studio as well. That's how I felt about Avatar.
Did you find a newer clip or?
No, I didn't. Unless you have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mikoto helped us out too with the pronunciation. It's Akume.
Akume.
That's how it would be pronounced.
Akume. Gotcha. Good to know.
All right.
Yeah, they sound pretty cool though. I will say,
I like it.
I kind of like the whole they sound like emo core to me from the little bit that we heard, and I really like that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Which is I couldn't think of the bands that did that style. I never listened to it as much, but I like that they have that really heavy, like almost death metal-ish growls or whatnot to it. And
hell yeah. I will say though, I'd have to get used to his vocals. I think his scream is a little bit what's the word?
Throaty?
Like yeah. You got there's like he's choking a little bit.
On that one song,
it might take a minute.
Yeah, on that one song, he definitely did. Ryan, you want to lead the way with your Band-Maid report?
Band-Maid report, sure. So there is stuff going on. We know they're working on some video stuff because we saw them in their battle armor, behind the scenes stuff with Miku. But I want to talk about a tweet that Konami put out, I believe, Friday. Mm-hmm. She put out a tweet that said she's worried that people skip solos and maybe they don't want to hear them. And immediately fans responded with, "No, we want to hear the solos. Please don't."
Yeah.
I said, please don't skip the solos, or please continue doing exactly what you feel you need to do for the band. If there's solos, great. If not, that's great. Just do what you feel you need to do. So yes,
Did you
and
see
within, huh?
Did you see our clip about guitar solos?
I don't know. But it was a pretty immediate response, and she responded pretty quickly with, "Okay, it seems like I need to keep the solos in. There will still be solos in the music." So I don't know what kind of got her to question.
I mean,
that.
her solos is the only chance of breathing you get in the entire song. I mean,
yeah, Psyche needs the solos.
Right, and so as far as she's just a fantastic composer. Her solos aren't grandiose show-off things or too long. They're usually pretty short and usually fit the song. So I'd hate to see those disappear just because of somebody's opinion. And she said one of her best friends also contacted her and gave her encouragement. Like, no, what you do is pretty special. So she said, "I received everyone's sweet words. Let's continue to include guitar solos in the songs. Thank you."
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
cool.
It sounds like she wanted to be doing the solos, and maybe she was hearing from other areas, well, maybe you guys would be better if you didn't have the solos.
The
and
big
she was
wigs.
like, well, let me ask around a little bit.
yeah.
That's so cool though. Like that she took the feedback from the fans. Like she cares about making a good final product that people will like instead of, just ignoring feedback. Like she's really, the fact that she is kind of polling the community and seeing what people want to hear and then kind of including that into her writing process is really,
Have you
really cool
seen any other bands do that?
No.
Oh man, they love their fans.
That's amazing.
I love that.
The chat said it was trending and it was a trending topic in Japan recently based on Spotify metrics. So maybe the most popular songs don't have solos in them because.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. It's an interesting topic to go over, honestly, because we did talk about this. Our solo is still cool, but I don't think that having a solo or not having a solo in a song is necessarily going to be the difference between if people are going to listen to that song or not. Like,
well, especially as far as like Konami solos are concerned,
they're 8 bars.
They don't intrude,
most, right?
They don't intrude on the music.
They rarely ever go longer than 8 bars. They're usually a part of a longer bridge. You know, it'll be like a 3-part bridge, and the
like
solo
a
is
breakdown
one part
area,
of it.
right?
Yeah. So like, I don't think anybody would listen to the other 85% of the song, 90% of the song, and go, "Oh fuck, it's just solo here." Not listen to this one. You know. So I get why like you would come up with that. Oh, the metrics are showing blah blah blah. But I think if you put solos in the songs that everybody's listening to and take out the solos of the songs that everybody's not listening to, it's probably exactly the same anyway.
Yeah, her solos are so seamless. They come, they're a little sweet respite, and then they get back to the music. Like, it's just, they have such a great formula for putting music together.
Yeah, dude. That's what happens when you respect the whole song instead of trying to show off.
Yes.
Then she's the epitome of that, with all of her, like, you know, crazy leads going on under her choruses that nobody can even hear with the mix.
Yeah, she's like showing off the whole time, but
she doesn't care. She doesn't care if we hear it. She doesn't care if we know that she's showing off. She's gonna do it.
She doesn't feature it. She's adding all these other textures that you rarely hear unless you like you hear the instrumental or whatever. Like you're saying, what the fuck are you doing?
Brought this on the airplane.
Oh
my god. It was some good listening.
How many kids?
Because like you're saying,
kids,
there's so much stuff.
How many kids asked you, "What is that?" when you pulled it out?
Oh, the Walkman.
Well, we were too busy, almost falling out of the sky. So
phrasing. Yeah, you're right, Ryan. That was pretty bad.
Dude. Anyway, before we move on, let me conclude. Day of Maid's going to be May 10th, and they got there's going to be a stream, YouTube video, like a stream coming out. It's not going to be live, but they're putting out something. So pretty exciting. Can't wait to see what they're doing. Yeah. Also, I guess that's it, really.
Is there like a live event then? Like where the stream is where people can all tune in at the same time?
Yeah. Like it's going to be a live stream, but they're not playing live. Like it's pre-recorded, I believe.
Sweet.
And just as an aside, Nemo Fields also have a live stream going on June 11th. So
yeah, cool. I'll be checking out.
Don't want to leave that out. It's pretty cool too.
No, I want to hear more from them. You know what I mean? Nemophila, just in general, because they're so new. I want to just hear them talk about stuff at this point.
Oh, that's all. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's what the other clip was that June 11th one. That's really cool that they're doing that live stream and then heading on tour and stuff like right in July, like beginning of July. That's crazy. Yeah. They're
these bands got pretty good freaking game plan, dude. They're teasing a lot, dropping some really cool stuff, and people want to see them so bad. I mean, everybody's been on this fucking pandemic bullshit, and now they're all going to capitalize on it. It's going to be just good for everybody.
Yeah. Except for our wallets. Not great for our wallets.
True.
Yeah.
I have a tiny little tidbit of Band-Maid news that there's some buzz going on in the chat. Axe Japan just released a Band-Maid tribute song called Smoking Bones, which I haven't heard yet because I want to react to it. But yeah, just wanted to shout that out.
What is a Band-Maid tribute song?
It's like in the style of kind of thing. Like he writes a song in the style. So taken because he learns a lot of their music and breaks it down, and so he takes that and applies it to an original piece.
I don't know who Axe Japan is.
Really? Oh, you should check him out. He does a lot of like Band-Maid covers and lesson videos, and then skits. He added guitar to the Krupo songs to make them more like what would Konami play on this.
Ah, cool. Oh, I should check this guy out then. I'm getting a little free promotion on our podcast, Axe Japan.
Yeah.
Very cool. So Yoshiki from X Japan, the drummer and the leader of that band as of right now, and he's on another venture. I know he's been doing a lot of different things. So he's working with Coca-Cola on a revolutionary project. They don't really give it much.
Are they changing the flavor again?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I was like, wait, Yoshiki flavor Coca-Cola? Yeah.
Don't want another great controversy.
I thought that too, but
1980 or whatever it was.
Yeah, the drummer and leader of band X Japan is more than just a musician. He has expanded far and wide in his activities. In a new video, Yoshiki teases an upcoming big project that is a collaboration with Coca-Cola, the world's largest beverage company. Based on the teaser, he is going for something that can motivate people while also trying to diverge from the normal. We can be disruptive, says Yoshiki. The most concrete thing we know about the project so far, until it's unveiled on May 10th, is that it's related to art, which Yoshiki states in the video. So, not sure what that is. I guess he's working on a lot of projects, man.
Yeah.
What's
going on with the boy band thing?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. There's no news yet of it. So, we definitely got to keep following up on that, see what's going on with that, see where that's going.
He also raised like $9 million for Ukraine, I'm getting told in the chat. That's freaking huge. Yeah, that is huge.
Wow. Very huge.
What a legend.
What a busy guy doing a lot of things, a lot of good things.
He's got that status, where when he starts doing stuff too, like he's popular enough that people will watch and notice and realize what he's doing, and then probably also want to follow suit. So it's always a good thing when you get somebody of the stature of somebody like him doing this, so that the fans can also go, you know what, maybe I want to be a part of this as well.
Yeah, absolutely, man. This next story was about Versailles. I always say that name wrong. It's an interesting article that popped
Versailles,
up. Versailles, which was, it's just so funny. Like, Ryan, you always check out bands like as we're about to talk about them and don't even know it's going to be an article. I'm like, wow, we're talking about them today. So transitioning. So this is an actual podcast. So you guys can check this out on the podcast and stuff. Transitioning from Western music to J-Rock, Unsinn. So it started out with the American rock band Kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only Kiss and maybe some Queen. Now we're blasting Miyavi, and we are listening to Gungari's latest release. So pretty much just talking about playing all these bands that are coming from the Japanese industry and stuff like that. So they wanted to tackle how people transition from more widely accepted Western music into Japanese rock and all the other flavors Japan has to offer. And it's a really cool article. This is on J-Rock News if you guys want to check it out. So, and they have the guitarist from Versailles talking about, the transition on how everybody's like becoming fans of the Japanese rock scene and incredible music that's coming out there, and just like kind of that change or whatnot. So this I thought this was interesting. They went from Backstreet Boys all the way to Deluxe and straight on to Devil Oof. I'm like, wow, what a jump. So it's a really cool podcast. I thought it was worth mentioning. If you guys want more like J-Rock stuff, I don't know if this is all in Japanese. I didn't listen to it yet, but
cool.
Or if it's in English, but they're on episode 29 already of doing this. And let's see, actually, I guess, does it let you actually play it from here? Oh,
yeah. Let's see if it's in Japanese or English.
I love how it starts with that water.
Regional language.
Well, yeah, but
yeah, it's in English. Okay,
those are English words.
Those are English words.
Very good.
So just something to check out, and that's it for news, guys. That's it.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Wow. It was a good week of news.
Yeah. We
and even there's a lot of stuff flying by in the chat that there's a lot of information too that we can't get all of it. So if you guys are in the chat, check out what everybody's saying.
Yeah. Even if you're listening to this afterwards, we will still have the chat replay up, and there's a lot of people talking about new drops and stuff like that have come out, including Hanabiye, who has had us all four of us up on their website. So that's
which is so cool. Awesome. And guys, we'll get better with this podcast, like getting more of this information. This is the first time really spending some work on getting this all like detailed out and stuff. And we're going to miss some things, but the good news is we have our Discord, Guys and Guys Discord, which has all their tweets from all the bands we've been talking about that are on there. If we're missing a Japanese band, let us know, add them on there. And all the tweets go there. So it's just one place where you just get all the information from all the bands. Mm-hmm. And what I do is during the week, I kind of just start gathering the news as we're going on. And so this week was like the first week of really like bringing it together. So
there's so much information there.
Yeah.
So much for all these bands.
There really is.
It's like, how are we supposed to condense this?
But also, if you guys out there in the chat world, if you want us to talk about anything, if there's any news that comes up that you wish we would have a conversation about, definitely put it into the Discord for us, because there are going to be times that we're going to miss certain things, and we want to talk about what you guys want to hear about.
Yeah. Brian said only one of you actually brought notes this time. I'm like, my notes are right here. They're on the computer. But yeah,
my notes are Alan's notes.
Yeah,
I'm literally reading Alan's notes.
I'll
right
just
now.
say, like,
You
trust
talking
me,
about the bat notes?
Yeah, I think he's talking about Ryan.
Yeah,
We appreciate you, Ryan, getting your notes
thank
ready.
you. I'm reading about something else again. I always ignore you when you talk shit about me, but
We're giving you
shout out to Alan,
a
too.
compliment. We're giving you a compliment.
well, sorry, I rescind my comment.
Thank you, Alan, for literally staying up all night to make this outline.
I was up till
Appreciate
4 working on stuff. I mean,
Shout out
did
to
it
Mere
all.
Cord.
in Mirror Chord, somebody just linked what the solo topic was about. I'll put that over in the Gaijin guys too, so it's easy to find.
All right, yeah. Definitely. So I have some sad news. Well, I don't know if it's there was like a glimmer of hope last night, but I'm still running into issues with it. So I wasn't sure if I was going to talk about this, but I'm going to have to talk about it eventually because I was so excited about going. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to go to the Maximum Hormone concert because of the whole COVID bullshit. And so
it's 2022.
I know,
this is
right?
nonsense.
So I'm trying to find a way around it right now, like where hopefully I can get a pass, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It really doesn't. There a lot of them are saying it's going to be lifted in July. So pretty much you had to have had COVID and then gotten over it, and then you have a certificate that states that. But there's nothing like that in the U.S. that does that to go over there. Or you need the vaccine card, or you need the EU thing. So I was going through it, trying to figure it out, and it's not looking good. So
Is that a Spain rule?
yeah, it's in Spain. Yeah. So if you're flying in, and just from people I've talked to in Discord, they say they're pretty strict about that stuff, and they're dicks at the airport if you don't have the proper stuff. And this even includes going to my friend's wedding, which really sucks. Canada's even worse about it. So yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I
That's
really
balls,
hope it
dude.
lifts, dude. I really do. That's what I'm hoping for. So
There's still time.
There's still time.
There's still time. We're not right there yet.
So for the time being, what I did was I just asked for a refund of my airline tickets, and which they're gonna do because they fucked up my flight anyways. Where apparently I was gonna fly to the UK and be stuck there. They didn't even schedule another flight to Spain. I don't know how that happened. Luckily I caught that. But so I did put that in. So what I'm gonna do is I have 2 meet and greet tickets. I'm going to give out one of them to anybody that watches this. If you guys want it, I'll give out the second one if I'm definitely not going, but I'm definitely giving out one of them. So if you watch the Maximum Hormone music video, there's a really clip glimpse of where it says hidden treasure. It's literally a picture and it says hidden treasure. If you send me a snapshot of it, if you find it, I'll give you the ticket. And it's a meet and greet with Maximum Hormone. So
Alan always making this shift fun for everybody.
Yeah.
He's like, here's a game of Waldo, guys. Enjoy.
yeah. It has to say
cool,
hidden
man.
treasure. It says hidden treasure in it. So, and if it appears where I can't go, I'll give out the second ticket to somebody because obviously I'm not going to refund those. I feel like it'd be cool. Give someone else the opportunity to go check it out.
Well, at least you'll be making somebody else real happy if that happens. You know, that's the upside. Like, I'm sorry that you're going to be sad, but somebody else will be happy in place. You know?
Yeah, exactly. But hopefully it turns around and I can get out there.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen the restrictions kind of lift in America recently. When I went to Florida last month, it was like one of the first days that they were not requiring us to show the vaccination cards for domestic travel. So, you know, that's just the first step before international travel. Hopefully that comes up pretty soon.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah. The thing that's really weird, man, is like you can't get in with a negative test. You have to be between 12 and 18, and then you can do negative tests. I'm like, what? Like, why not older than that? That's what really pissed me off. I'm like, because I have no problem. Like, I'll bring 5 tests with me. I just took a test yesterday for work. Like, I haven't even gotten it. I mean, there's maybe in December I had it, but we don't know for sure if I did. But every time I get tested, it's negative. I've been tested like 100 times now at this point. I've lost count. because I have a bunch of home tests, so I get tested before I go places because obviously I don't want to be dick and have it and fucking give it to other people. But so you know, I mean, I take that precaution just in case, you know. But so I just don't get why I can't do that 24 hours ahead of time and do that, and it just doesn't make sense because the U.S. I don't know. U.S. doesn't have that whole certificate thing that they're asking for, so that's where I'm worried.
No,
that's what I'm worried
no,
about.
but the U.S. also still has they have some of the similar issues still. Like there were some concerts. Excuse me, I had tickets. My parents bought me tickets for a wrestling show earlier this year that in New York City that I couldn't go to. Also, even though I had just gotten a negative test 2 days beforehand, they weren't accepting that. You needed to have both vaccines and the booster, and I had only had both vaccines at that point, and they wouldn't let me go because I didn't have the booster. And I was like, this is, I mean, I have a negative test in my hand right now, guys. How is this not working for you?
Yeah. Teresa, I see your message here. It's the negative test is only if you're between 12 and 18.
Mm-hmm.
Only between
because
12 and 18.
because they're technically not all allowed to get the vaccine, right? So that's like the backup is the negative test for them.
Yeah. Okay. And in Canada, it's just like a hell no. Well, no, Canada I can go, but they make you quarantine for 14 days.
How many?
14 days when you land.
Still 2 weeks, damn. Even if you get it here now, even if you get COVID and actively have it right now, it's only a 5-day quarantine period now.
Yeah. I can't pass for 18. Hilton said, maybe if I shave. Maybe. What do you guys think? You think it passes 18? Maybe if I
shave the beard. Let's see what happens, man.
Shave the beard.
Take a written test.
Let's all shave our beards and see who can pass for 18, and then whoever does can go to Spain.
You know what? Maybe I'll just dress up in my Band-Maid outfit, shave, and then nobody will ask questions. They'll just leave me alone. Be like, something's wrong with him.
You'll ask questions.
We're not gonna.
not the same questions. I'll say, aren't you supposed to be in Thailand, my dude? Like, what's up with this?
So, yeah. But I hope I can go still, and I still researching it, still looking into it. Now it's a matter of like waiting for them to refund the tickets, plane tickets, and then go from there, and then re-getting the ticket and seeing how it can go. Because I did get like the app for Spain. You have to get like an app, and then you can put it on there and see if that'll work. But like I said, I just don't want to be caught in a situation where like I think I have everything ready, then you get there and you're fucked. You know, now you're stuck here at the airport and you're going nowhere. Yeah. So there's that side of things too.
Can't come in and you can't get on the plane.
Yeah,
I guess you're living in Spain now.
Yeah, then I'm
where
living
you're
in Spain.
illegal to live.
Yeah, I'm living in Spain where I cannot enter into. Staying at the airport. Oh man,
it's like the
crazy.
Terminal movie.
Movie.
Tom Hanks.
Yes.
So, man,
well, I hope that works out for you.
Yeah. I hope everything is good. I mean, good news, though, going through the warning, able to go to that, able to go to Aftershock, able to do all the shows here. It's just like Maximum Hormone, though, is probably not coming to the U.S.
That's a shame. Why not?
Why
not? Everybody else is.
I don't know why Maximum Hormone doesn't do that. It's been talked about before. It's just...
It's a new era now, though, my dude. Like, I feel like this post-pandemic era, well, I guess, pre-post-pandemic era, right? Like, the pre-post-pandemic era that we're in right now, it really does feel like there's been a bit of a change when it comes to the J-Rock bands wanting to travel across the world to come see us. So, like, let us see them. And, MTH, they've been against it, but that could change. That could change, too.
Yeah, they've been against it for a while. Not like against it, just have no interest in doing so.
Coming here?
Yeah, which is weird.
I do wonder though, because like we were talking about Nemophila, selling their tickets for $15 pop, right? And it's like, what is the big benefit of a J-Rock band traveling all the way to America to play, for $500 at $15 pop?
Merch.
Is it really you're gonna make all that money back on merch on one night, you think?
Probably,
No,
actually.
but when they put it on a limited sale some random time during the year because they have a live stream or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
I
could
know
be.
from Band-Maid fans, we're fucking stupid about buying merch when it comes out.
That's
It's
true.
limited, and if you want it, you got to get it, or you're going to pay like stupid amounts later.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's where most bands make most of their money anyway, from selling physical copies and selling merch.
Yeah, remember those shirts are like $30 a piece too.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
made for like
And with it
$4
being,
each.
exclusive here.
So for me, it's like when you go across, I guess the first thing that I think of is like for promotional purposes, right? Like, let's get our name out there. Let's get new people to see us and blah, blah, blah. It's just that I guess I think about it and it's like, if it's only one show, for example, like you're really not making any money back on the gate. Like that's not really what you're looking for.
Right.
It's more like when you record an album, right? And then you give it out for free because like, who's going to buy it right off the bat. I just don't know how much promotion you get out of one show. If it was a tour, if it was like 6 shows or whatever, then yes, absolutely.
Right.
But I guess, the merch, you're right.
Well, they're having one show there, but they got, worldwide information about it just because it's just a whole different fucking world now. They're having one show there, but there's a shitload more people that know they're having one show there.
That's true.
Than there would have been 15 years, 20 years ago, whatever. But, it's just, and the pandemic, it's mentioned in the chat too, where it had a lot of people were stuck the hell at home and they discovered a whole bunch of things that they weren't looking for.
Good point.
As
That's
music
true.
fans. And all 3 of us, I imagine, are affected by this too. Definitely me. And you know what I mean? It's just I've been opened up to all this music, and it's like a lot of people have too. And now, they're coming here. Well, I can't go support them, but since they're coming to the States, I'll get online and buy some of their merch. I mean, it's just sometimes that's all you can do. So
yeah, it's true. And I still think like just like Band-Maid. I said this, and I was damn right. All right. As soon as they sold out those shows, they were going to add more shows. And I think that if Nemophila sells out that 500 person arena in like a day or two, then they're going to add more shows too. Because why wouldn't they?
Right.
I mean, they're already
what
over
happens?
there.
Promoters see that it worked for Band-Maid. Well, maybe we'll go ahead and do it for this band. And then,
That's
then all of a
exciting.
sudden, we're tired of seeing them because they're here all the damn time. No,
That's
I gotta
exciting
be wrong.
though, to like trailblaze the, making that a normal thing for J-Rock.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and like, Babymetal obviously has been doing like the big shows, like, people, they love to give me a lot of shit when we mentioned Band-Maid in the same sentence as Babymetal last time, but Babymetal has been doing the big, huge shows all over the place, right? Like they take on these massive shows. It's kind of a different thing, you know what I mean? But
They've
like
been
Band-Maid
a
kinda,
gateway
like,
for
doing
Japanese
smaller
music
things.
to get through, though, too. You got to think about that.
Oh,
like,
Babymetal! I think Babymetal opened it. You know what I mean? Like Babymetal literally opened the door so that a Band-Maid can walk through the door and then open a lot of other little doors behind it. You know what I
being
mean?
accepted by huge American metal bands was definitely like, it's okay to like these bands.
So important. That
Definitely,
Rob
dude.
Zombie quote that guy was talking about.
Yeah.
Hugely important.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the last show, if I'm not mistaken, was in 2014 in the U.S. But I think it was because like Rio was big fans of a lot of the bands on that tour. Was it Knotfest? If not, I think I saw it in chat. Paul mentioned it. Yeah, MTH played at Slipknot's Knotfest in 2014. That was the last time.
I gotta pee.
So that was the last time I think that they played. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, it was the last one was in 2014. Was the last time they're here in the U.S. So I don't know. I don't know if that was a successful venture for them or not, because I think
You're talking about MTH now.
Yeah, Maximum Hormone.
Yeah.
I think they have big amount of fans here. Maybe not as big as I thought. But
No, they probably do. I mean, they've been around for a while, and they're one of the few bands that when I heard their name, the Japanese bands, that when I heard their name, it rang a bell. Babymetal and then Maximum the Hormone actually rang a bell for me. So it's like, I think people know or have heard the name before. I just don't. I'm assuming that they didn't make any money if they don't want to come back. It's usually as simple as that. It wasn't lucrative.
Cost versus.
well, that was their last album too. I think like full album also was in 2014 around that time. So it's been a long time. I mean, they had their EP and stuff, but it's been a long time. And they've only had one teaser of that song for that anime. and haven't heard anything for a while. So I don't know. It's one of those things like you get into a band, you know, with the first 2 years, and then you find out like, oh, they're not really doing things, or they're starting not to do things. So
and
that's
you let
kind
it
of like,
fade out.
you know, it's like, oh well, it is what it is. You know,
yeah. Let me also say that like there's been this huge like change in the West on how they view the Korean industry also recently, like over the last 3 or 4 years. You know, you see this huge explosion of Blackpink and BTS, and even bands like groups like Twice are coming over here. Stray Kids, these are groups that probably most people haven't heard of unless they're in the K-pop world, but Stray Kids is coming over here right now, and their tickets are selling for like $1,000 a pop at resale, which is absolutely insane. Okay, like absolutely insane. This is
so
not.
Do you think they should raise their prices then, maybe to cover expenses? If you're
well,
selling
it's
it,
like
if they resell that high.
I don't know how the resells are going. Like, I don't know how well the resellers are, if people are actually buying these tickets at that much. You know, when they originally came out, they're like 100, 150 bucks. Now they're much closer to 1,000.
Why might make them 350 a ticket?
It might
like
work,
other bands.
but will the resellers just buy them at 350 and then make it 1,200 instead?
But at least the band's getting that money, is what I'm saying. At least the band's getting more money. So
well, the band. Yeah, true. That it would benefit the original seller in that case more than the reseller, I guess.
Yeah.
But the only reason I bring this up is just because, you know, you see this explosion of people willing to spend money in the West on these Korean groups. Also, I think that that's partly helping open the door to the Japanese, and probably all Eastern music in general is going to have a little bit more interest coming from the West as we go forward because of all of this, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, like I said, as long as if the band can get more of the money instead of the scalpers, that's what I was thinking. But I'm not sure how it works. I'm pretty sure it works as like the venue's like, hey, I'm going to sell all these tickets to you, and the venue gives it to the distributors, right? And then they send them off or whatnot. So maybe the people that are selling to distributors should raise the price. Because I'm sure the price that we pay for is not the price they sold it to. Like I paid $26 for that Mayday tour ticket, right? But I'm sure that was sold to the resellers for like maybe 15, and they're selling to everybody for 26. And then the scalpers take them and they raise it higher, you know. And it's like, and it just keeps going like that. So what I was thinking in my head, maybe those venues need to raise them up if they know they're going to sell out, like Band-Maid or anything like that. Not saying they should. I know we all want to be able to afford to go to one, but I know like Babymetal tickets were extremely expensive, if I'm not mistaken, back in the day when they were releasing them. Or like, you know, all the, like with the bands, when they get to that certain level, they start, some of those tickets are like, what? The way I think Rage Against the Machine was doing it was like $400 coming out or something like that. $500. It's like their first show coming back or whatever. Something ridiculous, crazy. Yeah. So, but hey,
you want to, if you can, you got a band you love, you want to support them,
you're gonna do it.
You know, get their merch, get a CD. Even if you don't listen to CDs, get a CD, get an album. You know, that'll help them out.
Got my
don't buy pirated bullshit
warning album
on fucking eBay and shirts that aren't official shirts, because that's somebody else making money off of them, passing it off as like authentic merchandise.
Mm-hmm. And buy their live shows, you know, their live streams, like watch those things too.
Yeah, accidentally buy them twice.
Yeah, there you go. Or intentionally, you could do it.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Like messing up with them, man. Like panicking that day was hilarious. But wait, what do you think about the whole what we were talking about? I'm not sure what part you caught in.
Well, I was listening. Like I brought my phone with me, but I wasn't like comprehending everything.
Oh, you're pissing and listening to us? Aw.
You're basically talking about how like Ticketmaster and all those places are basically getting and scalpers are getting the revenue that the bands are missing out on. No,
but we were saying more specifically, like maybe if they sold them higher, so the band gets more of the money instead of it getting to the scalpers.
Gotcha.
Like we were talking about, like raising the actual ticket price or whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how it all works.
Yeah,
I wish the
bands
look into that.
tickets wouldn't help resell the tickets for a higher price. That's fucking bullshit. bullshit.
Right.
I mean, you got to find that sweet spot, right? Because you don't want to sell them originally for so much that the resellers, when they do buy them anyway, they're going to be out of range of what the consumers are capable of doing.
What would happen if they get too much for the scalpers to buy them? They're going to stop buying them, and then they'll have to drop the price so people will buy them.
You think the scalpers will stop buying them? See, like I think of
well,
the scalpers
then they got
as
to price
these
them
people
so
with
high.
unlimited funds, you know.
Well, yeah. But if, they got to spend $350 on it, then they got to sell it for like $2,000, and they'd be like, I'm not buying this shit.
It would be cool if
It's
like
a
a
mess.
programmer could help a band build a website where you can buy the tickets directly from the band, and
some people
then,
do that
like,
already.
Also
Problem
have
is
a verification process.
Venues
for-
have contracts with certain ticket sales, so they can't sell tickets direct. They can't play bands that sell tickets unless they go through a certain distributor.
Can't the band directly make a deal with the venue?
They won't. Like the venue has a contract with like fucking Ticketmaster, so they can't come. They can't have bands come in that don't sell through them.
So
a fucking
Ticketmaster
monopoly,
is the worst scalper of all.
That's what
Pearl
Pearl Jam was trying to get through to us
Yeah.
like 25 years ago, but they
And
were too,
it's
they
not
weren't
just
even big enough.
Ticketmaster. It's all those vendors. They're all just as bad as each other.
Yeah.
There's a band I just heard about that's doing what Wave said. You have to authenticate to make sure you're an actual person or something like that to buy their
21
tickets.
Pilots is doing that.
Who is it?
Who?
Like you have
21
to.
Pilots.
21 Pilots did that. You
That's
had to
the
verify that you were a real fan. Like you
Ah,
gave them your email address and they approved you for like 4 tickets total.
Wow. So how do they do that though? What
That'd be
venues
cool.
are they playing at? Do you know?
Everywhere. Like they did this tour where because they're a huge band that sells out like massive stadiums, they were doing a tour where they played like every single small club in a city. So they were in one city for like a whole week playing small clubs.
That's crazy.
And yeah, I don't know. I think I got the tickets through Ticketmaster, but they have some kind of system where they were able to verify like that you existed in their fan community.
Then how'd you get it from
buying the ticket.
Ticketmaster?
What do you mean?
Like the
was just a
Ticketmaster
normal
helped them
purchase?
set that up, or
Yeah, you got a special link to go buy tickets
Wow. So
from Ticketmaster.
them
that's
21
bastards.
Pilots is big though. You know?
Yeah, exactly. They probably made a special deal with Ticketmaster.
Ticketmaster,
They're
Yeah.
capable of making demands that smaller bands aren't capable of doing, I think.
Yeah.
You know, BTS, when they came over here earlier this year, there was, their stuff's obviously selling just for, I can't even, way too much money, especially when it comes to resellers. And the way that they try to avoid that is by having, their pre-sale. You have to sign up for, the BTS fan site or whatever. And then you get a pre-sale code from the BTS fan site. And then you're limited to 8 tickets, I think, per person. And this one might've been 4. I don't remember the exact number, but that's the most that they do. But even in that situation, the scalpers can just sign up for the pre-sale through the website anyway. So it's not really changing much except for making them go through an extra step.
Yeah.
But the limiting
somebody
how
said
many tickets
tickets,
one person can buy. Oh.
Sorry, I was gonna say Rob said virtual tickets are like cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Here's an idea. What about a band really going grassroots and like renting out a community center, renting a PA system, and literally putting on their own concert?
That's what Joe Bonamassa does.
Really?
Yeah.
His tickets are expensive, but when he plays somewhere, it's his security, it's his food, it's his fucking PA. He rents the facility and puts on his show.
And
So
your
all the
money's
money
actually
goes
going
directly.
towards that.
All the money goes directly to Joe and his people. They're not paying the fucking venue. And the tickets
That's
go
cool.
back to him. So it is more expensive, but your money is going to who you want it to go to.
Yeah.
That's true. It's a cool idea, but I assume that the venues would prefer, just at least the bigger venues would probably prefer to just have a
Bonamassa's fucking
contract.
huge. He can afford to make, like you were saying, he can afford to make demands like that, or say, well, we won't play there unless
Right, and they want
someone's got to go to the venue. Obviously,
the venue wants him at the venue, right?
Yeah,
So it's like,
yeah.
if that's going to promote your venue, that's also like a reason why the venue would want to do it. But if you're a band that's
Right.
not
You have to
going
get
to
to a
give the
certain
venue
level
promotion,
before-
exactly,
Yeah.
it has to be promotion. Basically, they have to be more popular than the venue is in order for that to be useful for you.
right? Yeah, it is. It's a fucking mess.
Yeah.
There's just too many steps. You know what I mean? There's like all these different middlemen that you normally have to go through. It's just such a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah, and then there's the venues that take a percentage of merch sales.
It's
and gate sales too, of course. It's always.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's trying to get their money, right? Gotta
Along
get
with
that
the
money.
$8 fucking water.
$8 water.
$8 water without the top.
The bands should be getting a percentage of the drink sales, man.
It's like I remember when I was working at Carl's Jr. Like the syrups of the soda, you know, they're so cheap. It's like $20 for those big bags, right? And makes thousands and thousands of drinks. Those sodas that we pay like $1 for are literally 2 cents, like 2 to 8 cents.
And at a movie theater, when you pay $6 for it for a soda.
Well, movie theaters is a little different because they don't make any money off the movie tickets. They only make money off the concessions. They actually do not break even. Yeah, they need to raise them that high so they can actually make money. Because movie theaters struggle because they rent those from the film people, and they have it for a lot of time contract, and then that's why the prices of food is so high at a movie theater, because they have to make up for what they lose from renting that movie to be able to show it.
Why is there fluctuation in ticket prices then, based on the theater?
It depends on how much they secure that contract for.
Yeah, it's the same way as the venues with Ticketmaster and stuff like that. They make agreements, they have contracts that are gonna be for certain amounts. My roommate, one of my roommates, he's the manager at a movie theater right now, and he tells me all the time that they're constantly in a struggle to just stay in the above the red. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
To not be going out of business constantly, which is why they used to. They used to give away popcorn for free to most people because that was like the one concession thing that's like not that big of a thing. You have tons of it. Now they won't even do that. No free anything.
Yeah. Yeah, movie theaters don't make as good money as you'd think they would at all. Unless they're like really got those. That's why they're so big on the concessions. That's why some movie theaters walk in, they have that thing. That's why, like here, some have bars. They have bars now, or they deliver drinks and food to your seats. And I know that's what they're doing here. It's freaking crazy. So if you're sitting there, they bring you your beer, bring you your food. Or whatever. It's amazing, but it's really expensive.
It is.
If
cool,
I may bring it back to some Japanese music.
Yeah, man.
Oh, what's that?
I didn't mention earlier. Doll's Box. I gave the first really good listen to this week.
That's an amazing band.
Oh my god, dude!
Oh, I love them.
So yeah, Fuki sings for them, and Unlucky Morpheus, and
she's in like a million projects,
like, solo thing, right? And Unlucky Morpheus, I wasn't too keen on her vocals in that, but when she's with Doll's Box, it's so fucking good. But and that's the first time I heard really Tomo Zo like really go off on guitar and show what she can do with Guitar Spin. She doesn't really do that much. I mean, she does a lot, but she doesn't have a lot of big solos or anything. And I was super impressed with what she did. It's just really cool, man. I did like two for videos I made because they're so fucking good.
Nice.
So, have you put your reactions up on YouTube yet?
One I did, and I, of course, typical me, I fucked up and left the goddamn cursor on the play bar, so it's all choppy for the first 5 minutes.
That honestly might be a good thing because the two Dolls Box videos that I tried to put up both got blocked.
Oh, really?
So the choppiness might be saving you there.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, true.
So she's in another band called Lightbringer. I don't think I've heard that one yet.
I think that was her earlier one.
Yeah, she's been in a lot of bands, a lot of projects.
Then there's a current.
Was that the predecessor to Gatrick Spin? Lightbringer?
I think so. I think it was for, I don't know, Chuck Spin, but pre
Doll's Box?
Yeah. That band I was just fucking talking about.
And Dollbox is not together anymore, right? Dollbox is.
Well,
I don't think so.
Well, it's I don't know how recent was it. Chad, help me out, because if they toured together, they would do like Doll's Box stuff because it's like her band and Guitar Spin, and then they would throw in a Doll's Box thing. Like it's not officially done, but they all got their own shit going on, you know.
Yeah. I mean, the whole band is Gatrick Spin, so like they're still together. They just getting Fuki in there is the thing. But
I like Doll's Box music used to a lot. Go ahead.
DOSBox used to do like a 2-hour opener for Gottschalk Spin, and then Gottschalk Spin would play for like 3 hours. So they're up,
man, that's insane.
Every single band member's playing for 5 hours. I don't know how they have that kind of stamina.
And there's a lot of instrumentation going on with that
it's
stuff.
not easy shit to play either. It's crazy.
5 hours.
Did you check out the song where they're doing all the harmonies in the beginning, and all the guys they're like,
Oh,
amazing song. Amazing song.
I was so fucking pissed when I realized I screwed up the video. But yeah, it was so good.
I think that was the first song I heard by them.
I think so for me too.
It grabs you.
I think first one I heard was Shout Down.
Oh, she's in a band called Dragon Guardian also. Whoa. Another band.
She's busy.
So busy.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you though, like out of all these bands, and like some of these are top notch bands out here. Unlucky Morpheus is still my favorite. I think they are just absolutely
amazing.
Top notch.
I need to give them another listen because I think my ears kind of developed a little bit because there's stuff like Atarashi Gakko that I probably wouldn't have dug so much a few months ago, and I've been kind of opening the doors in my head to listen to some things I wouldn't normally listen to.
Ryan,
I want to go back to Unlucky Morpheus and be like,
you gotta listen to one where they play the song in reverse.
Cadaver,
Redovac.
Yes. That's what I was about to say. That's the one you got to listen to.
Then watch my reaction afterwards because you're gonna laugh your ass off.
I already fucked that one up because I listened to Cadaver and whoever gave me a link just gave me a link to one song.
Oh,
put it out and they're like, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that. You should have done the thing where it's both of them." I'm like, dude, I don't fucking know.
It is nuts. I mean, they do it in reverse, and it's
if you want to see me be an idiot, watch that reaction because it's hilarious. Because I didn't even know it was in reverse.
You didn't realize?
Just watch the playback.
Yeah. Okay, what's the name?
I literally said
Cadaver.
in the reaction, I was like, it's like if they're playing it backwards, and everyone's like, they are playing it backwards. You idiot.
They're literally playing it backwards. Hey, they show. I don't understand how you missed that. They show.
I don't know how I missed
on the bottom.
Oh,
the actual music is written on the bottom of the screen. It starts going in reverse at some point.
Amazing.
Thank you, Bill.
Though. Amazing. Yeah.
Oh, right.
So
I'm gonna check that out.
So the proper way to do it is listen to Cadaver first.
Just watch the.
I thought it was all in one though. I didn't know it was separate.
The music video has it all in one.
Yeah.
Watch the music
video. Yeah.
It'll show you the
music,
music, the written music on the bottom.
What did you see, Ryan? They just sent you one song, or
it was
the music video has both of them.
Well, it was a live, and it was just Cadaver, which is really cool. Yeah, it wasn't the music video, and I didn't know about the reverse thing, so I watched it. I'm like, all right, that's cool. Like, you should have watched this and that. I'm like, I don't.
You should have watched.
I know I should have.
Hey Ryan,
Jesus,
you should have watched the music.
Okay. Hey, R-Tunes in the chat is saying that there are 2 music videos and only one of them has the music actually written on the bottom. So look for the one that has the music written on the bottom of the screen.
Oh,
all right, guys, we're gonna wrap
up. That was
up.
Unlucky Morpheus.
Ooh, it's Mother's Day today.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, if there are any mothers in here. Have you guys looked at our? Have you looked at our statistics recently? How many women do we have actually watching our channel?
3.
All of them. They're all women. There's a bunch of women in chat. I see a bunch of them writing right now.
Paul and Norman and Bill.
And all the guys out there got moms too. So
happy Mother's Day, Teresa
and Rosie. I know you're there.
Reminds me of what was it? The Rat Pack did a live show way back in the day, and it was Father's Day. And Sinatra comes out, he's like, "Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there." And he's like, "Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there."
You mothers.
Mothers. Not exactly the same sentiment, but happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Okay. We have 1.9% female.
Wow.
More than I thought.
That is more than I thought too. I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
Yeah, it's funny if you look at the statistics over on my channel. The J-rock songs that I do are like 98% male, and then the K-pop songs that I do are like 98% female. It's such a difference.
Nice. I think I just got up to like 5% female viewers for me. It's like, moving up. Anyway.
All right, guys. So remember, everyone, this podcast is available on iTunes, Spotify, and everything else. Every podcast place out there, So hit the subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. Hit the like button if you haven't already. And we can also further support the channel over on Patreon, where we have our extended podcast where we go over what we reacted to. I'm going to let Champ talk about that a little bit more. Talk about the
Patreon.com/Guys. Every week we do a new poll, which is going to be the winner of the poll is going to be reacted to. by all 4 of us. We will get it up eventually, even if it doesn't all come up at one time.
Phrasing.
We'll get our poll up eventually.
We'll get that. Doesn't help, man. that didn't make it any better. Eventually, the poll with 2 L's will go up. No, I put up a poll every week. I put up a poll with 2 L's every week, and the winner does get a reaction from each of us. This week's was Glim Spanky, who I'd never heard of before, but Alan recommended them. And the winning song. Have you guys?
I didn't recommend them. That was Ryan, I think. I didn't recommend.
Oh,
Glim.
was it Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh, have you? Which of you guys have heard Glim Spanky yet?
I've heard pretty much all of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, and Alan, you too?
No, I've dove into like a few songs, but I've been listening to them like daily.
So Wave raised his hand, so I know he's listened to them.
Wait.
Alan, you've listened to them?
I've only listened to on Wave's channel just for a glimpse of it. I was gonna say though, what was the one we just did last week? That was Glim Spanky?
No, that's this week. That was the poll that I put up last week.
What was last
We haven't
week?
done that yet.
I put
Ryan,
it up
you're the
already.
one that put up the most recent reaction. I think it was. Just give me 2 seconds to pull it up.
Yeah, because I was
The
like,
last reaction?
I did it right away.
Wagamama Rakia. Don't fear a new dad.
That's what we're
Which,
talking about.
only Alan's gotten that one up so far, but we'll all get those up within.
Only I'm talking on the extended podcast. All right.
Apparently, and the song that won for Glim Spanky is Aroka Monetachi, which blew away the other songs. Just want to say it got 90% of the votes.
Cool.
So
Nice.
that's what we're gonna be checking out this week.
I'm excited. I have a lot of work to do Monday to get. I think I have like 3 Gaijin guys reactions.
Yeah, same. I still haven't done Calnarius. I got a Calnarius reaction. Wings of Justice. Still got to get that one up there in the Wagarama Makia.
Guys, though, I'm all caught up, so you can check out all mine right now.
Nice.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. Now's a good time to sign up for the Patreon because it sounds like there's going to be a bunch of reactions going up there pretty soon. That we're backlogged.
Yeah.
So yeah, check it out. Also, the extended podcast. We continue talking for a little while after this podcast. If you want a little more of us, sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's less.
I gotta go to.
Yeah, it's Mother's Day today, so this will probably be a shorter one. As well as exclusive chat for our Discord. Everybody knows that we have a Discord now. We've been promoting it pretty hardcore recently, but you get an exclusive chat room in our Discord if you sign up for the Patreon, which is for only the very select people.
Yeah, and I put up our transcript that we do every single week. So all the stuff that I type up, so you can directly tell me, hey, Ellen, you should add this. I put it up there. You guys get access to the PDF file. And if anything you guys want to make changes or you want to be like, hey, you could add this. And even if you're not on Patreon, if you go to the Gaijin Guys, we have a topics thing. You guys can send us stuff you'd like to hear about. And, of course, we're going to try our best to include everything we can. And as this podcast progresses and grows, we're going to try to be better and get better and just improve it day by day. So we just appreciate all the support, and we're going to continue to try to improve and get it going. All right. So
yeah, we do read all of your comments. Like, I mean, I know Alan said I don't want to read the comments, but the truth is he can't handle
the Discord. I definitely read everything on Discord.
Yeah, he can't control himself anyway. He's gonna avoid it for 3 days. But day 4, he's reading those fucking comments anyway. But we read the comments, and if you guys have any, some people have some criticisms, critiques that they I wish they would do this or that, and I see those things. Ryan will block and delete you, but not before I will take down the note and bring it to the rest of the guys and try to change us for the better. So we're actively going to be getting better every day. Yeah, I like the criticisms. I think that it makes us a better team.
Yeah. So see you guys. See you.
Adios. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.